Well, look at that. I finally got my tripod to do what I want. Yay! Clap, everybody. I know you're all thrilled. And you're all laughing at me going, what a goofball. So, this is Shalene. And I promised you guys to show you some of my finished pieces. I'll zoom in. And when I was in high school or middle school. So this is done with watercolors on watercolor paper. This was done for everything, mostly everything I will show you was done for art class. And I got a 92 on this. I don't remember. I think we were learning shading and shadows. And I did this in 1978. I am finding pieces of dust. So please don't mind the dust because I pulled this out of the portfolio that I haven't looked at in a long time. And it's dusty in it. So I will dust as I go along. But yep, this was one of my pieces done and I got a 92 because he wrote in the corner, he wrote my grade. This was also done with watercolors. And I don't see a date or anything on this either. I don't see a date or a grade, nor on the back. But yeah, that looks, it's watercolor paper, and we used to use masking tape, so it feels like watercolors. And my hands are black from touching some of this stuff. So there's that. And then this is just something that I did for myself. It's supposed to be a basset hound. And I did this in 1981. So, yep. Buggy eyes. But yeah, that's one of my finishes. See if I'll zoom it in a little bit for you. But yeah, so there's that. And I have a lot of, I'm just going through them. I love Garfield. I did a Garfield cartoon. He put bread in the toaster, climbed up the wall, cleaning to the ceiling, and waiting for the toast to pop up. So there's that. I'm just looking at, just going through some of this. I did this in 82. Looks like it's just a book. It says Building Transcription Skills, Reading Second Writing Practice. So I did that in 82. There's no grade, so it must have just been something I was doing. Here's a salt and pepper shaker and a timer and a tea kettle. And I did this in 82. And I don't see a grade. We used to have a sketchbook, and this must have fallen out. And usually, like the end of the week or the end of the month, he would go through our sketchbook and just give us a grade. And he marked this off that he looked at it. And that's done with pencils, the different sized pencils. Let's see here. Still life. This was done in 82. Like a vase with some plants. Looks like a bell to ring and a tumbler. I wasn't good at doing people. Got people. Got some more people. I got an A- on this one. And I was huge into roller skating. So that's one of my roller skates. I did that in 1981. And that's done in pencil. This got bent. This was a skein of yarn. We were doing using pencils with shading. I did this in my senior year of 83. I graduated in 83, so I must have done this between January and June. I don't see a grade on it, so I'm not sure. I just know it's done in pencils. And I'll zoom in, you can see a little bit of the detail. I don't know how well you can see that. And this was just something we had to take a head and just doodle different things in it. So that's what I did. And this is done in pen and ink. I used to love working with the pen and ink. It's the kind where you buy the tip and you buy the liquid ink and you dip it in, and you worked with pen and ink. This was one where we had to take different parts of insects and sea life or whatever and make it into one thing. And this is also done with pen and ink. I used to love to work with the pen and ink, but I'll zoom in so you can see it a little bit closer on what I did. Yeah, so it's his head and his body and the wings and the tail. So it's got different, and I don't think I wrote on the back anything, just my name. So yeah, there's that. And a ram. I did this in 78. Done with pencils. Boy, my hands are black. Here's an owl catching a rabbit. Don't know how well you can see that. That was done in 78. I did a bluebill duck. That was also done in 78. A Siberian Husky. This was done in 79. I have tigers. This was done in 79. This is done, I'm going to say colored pencils. And Bloodhound. This one was done in 79. Bambi. This feels like it's done in colored pencils. I did this one in 79. What else? Dumbo. This was done in 79. Got a picture of 3 cats. Actually, these are done in the pastels because they're not. It's not coming off. This was done in oil pastels. I'm gonna say I did a lot of stuff in pastels, and this is to prove These are the pastels. And I sprayed them with Aquanet hairspray back in '79. So, as I've been telling people, it does not discolor. A lot of people are saying, no, you can't do that, it discolors. No, it doesn't. Here's some more done with pastels. I loved my pastels. My grandparents used to buy me a lot of the big sets. So that was supposed to be my Snoopy. This was done in '77. So I was in middle school, middle grade. I used to like to do funky drawings. Here's a pack of crayons and watercolor markers, it says. That was done in '77. Elvis Presley, that was done in '77. And then some more doodling stuff. Some ducks, done in '77. Love at First Bite. Here we go, rainbow. It's supposed to be a deer, but I did really bad with I liked to copy some of the comics. It's got Star Wars and movie Jaws. Everybody made so fun of the way I look. From Miss Peach. Here's Snoopy. How are you today? Says, fine. I can't read it. And no, I did not do this. One of my parents' friends, who they no longer see, she did this for me. She liked horses. That was done in '77. That's done in pencils. And this is supposed to be one of my cats I had. That was done in '77. Got a ram. An ostrich. There's that. And here's some, these are done in the charcoals. They were all, or not charcoal, the pastels. And these were also sprayed with Aquanet. All of these were. Christmas '79. This was given to me by my grandparents. I wrote on the front. There's some more. It didn't discolor that. It kind of discolored maybe the pages. There's some trees. And then another one. I think this one's done like in the chalk pastels and the other one's in the oil pastels. They've all been sprayed. It's a cat. That's 1980. This was supposed to be, well, this was a drawing of my boyfriend in '81. Didn't really look like him too much. I didn't do well with people. This was supposed to be a picture of one of my friends. That didn't come out well either. That was in '81. I am easy to please as long as I have things my way. That was 1981, done in pencils. And that's it for this sketchbook. And then I did this. It's someone roller skating. And I didn't write on there when this was done. And this is done in pencils. This was in an art show because there's my name and there's tape marks on the back. And then this is done with colored pencils. And this was done in '81. Somebody fishing. And this was done with pen and ink in my advanced art class. This was done in 81, and we had to take a word and make it look like what it was. So this is supposed to say fire. And I believe this was also in an art show, because that's why my name's up there, Advanced Art. Let's see what else I have. Some things are just, they're nothing to look at. They were just certain things I had to do for art class. So here was, I got a 98 on this page of doing this. The bumblebee and that's what I did. I used part of the seahorse, part of the bumblebee, the wings and the legs, and the katydid tail on it to make that one picture I showed you. So let's see what else. We just had to do, we had to take squiggly lines and just do things. Yeah. This is done in 81. We got a butterfly and a grasshopper and a mouse and a shield pug. This is done in pen and ink. That's done in pencil. This is done in pen and ink. And that's a flamingo. And then here's the drawing of that. Before I put it into pen and ink. And we had to do, we had to take an interior and we had to find a focal point. This door here went to the art room. So this is the hallway with the lockers, and that goes outside to the back of the schoolyard and the brick walls. So we were learning focal point. That was done in 81. More focal point stuff. I got a 90 on this. So, yeah. That's the art room. I got a 95 on this one. So, let's see. Had to just do like stick figures and stuff. It says portrait, any media, collage, clay head, paint, charcoal, can use, snap, sketch, pen and ink, snapshot of roller skates. It says pen and ink line form colored in with pencils. That was done in 81. There's all kinds of these. That's all. We had to do a bunch of this stuff. So that's my sketchbook. A lot of it. Oh, these pages where you couldn't look at the pages, what you were doing, some of them. So, nothing important. He just wrote good. Yeah, a lot of these were, I got a B, so I don't remember what was an assignment. A lot of these were just weird assignments. They weren't anything important. I got a B+ on this. Oh, sketchbook due Thursday of this week. You had just different things. I don't draw anymore. I'm into coloring, and I do my cross stitching. So that was just like the regular sketchbook for the classroom. This is supposed to be a Persian cat that I did in '82. Let's see, got a butterfly. This was done in '82. Must have copied this from something I saw. It's funny. It's funny going through this. Let's see. A lot of these are just stuff for the classroom. There wasn't really anything to look at. There's that. This is just something I did with flowers and looks like a mascara bottle. I got an A, so whatever that was. Then we had to take something that we had a photograph of and make a drawing out of it. And this is what I did. This is supposed to be my sister and a little boy that was friends of ours with this guy in a costume that was taken up in Thousand Islands. There was a water park up there somewhere, Thousand Islands in New York State. There was a water park up there, and this creature was walking around. And so my sister and the little boy had their picture taken with him, and I had to draw it. So this is really a mess. I might have to take it out and get a new frame it or something, because that's a mess. And this was just I loved doing crazy things, and I named him Mooney Goonie. And it says roller skating is the maximum, and this was done in '82. I love this guy. I should frame him. I absolutely love him. It was done in pen and ink. And then I have some large pieces here. Some really large pieces. I'm probably not going to be able to show the whole thing. There. I don't know how to show him. It's a teddy bear anyways. There. Can you see it? It's a teddy bear. So that's huge. And then that was done with pencils. And then with charcoal, I had to do my eye. Now this is going to be fun to show you. So bear with me, people. This was my eye. That's done in charcoal. And then we had to do a portrait of ourselves, and I am really bad at doing people. And this was done in '81. And no, it really didn't look like me. You see that? So yeah, that's my portfolio that I keep. And every couple of years I pull stuff out to look at it. So I won't be doing a coloring video because I always do my videos on Saturdays, but I am doing a 24-hour, here, let's go look at something. I'll put this here. I am doing a 24-hour readathon. with Facebook and Twitter group. So I am going to finish a book I'm reading. I don't want to block the light. And I am going to be listening to audiobooks and coloring. So I have one book to finish, and I have 7 audiobooks to choose from, and I will be listening to them and coloring all day Saturday. So I'm hoping to get a lot of audiobooks listened to. And I will take cat naps here and there. I'm stocked up on a little bit of junk food and a lot of healthy food. I have some Dr. Pepper because that's my favorite pop. And I have iced tea, unsweetened iced tea to keep me awake. I'll drink like 1 pop every 6 hours and the iced tea in between and probably water. That's it. That's what I'm doing all day Saturday. So it starts at 8 a.m. and it ends at 7:55 a.m. on Sunday morning. So Sunday I probably will be sleeping most of the day. Although I did this last year. I don't know if this is the 3rd or 4th time they've done this readathon, but yeah, it was fun last time. I actually took a couple cat naps, and then I slept from like 2 to 4 in the morning, and I did laundry during the day. I had all that done. I'm doing a crock pot mac and cheese to eat, and so Scott will be cooking on hamburgers out on the grill to go with that or whatever. We have pork chops too, like whatever. Yeah, that's it. So Sunday, when I do finally wake up, I think I'm going to cross stitch all day and watch TV. Nothing else went on this week. I did the video Wednesday night, so I already told you everything. I'm still working on Magical Jungle for Laura Anxiety Art Adventure. She did the weekly challenge of only coloring with purples, pinks, and greens. So I'm hoping to finish that tomorrow. I don't have a lot left, and I forgot to bring it out here to show you what I've done. And that also works as part of Sharon's color along. And Grace's color along starts tomorrow, so I have books pulled for that, and I don't have that ready. So Sunday I might have to do a video just for the coloring to show you, but I promised you guys to show you my portfolio. I was not a pro, just an amateur high schooler. I did not go on to art school. I wanted to. I loved my art teacher. He was a great teacher, a lot of fun, and he sat down and talked to me. And I don't know what the art schools are like now, but back in the 80s, I graduated in 83, like I said, and he said that I can draw, but I don't have an imagination. I have to copy things, and I can't draw from my mind. I have to use things. So, and he said that there was a lot of competition in the art world, and I wouldn't make it. And he said that he just wanted to be honest with me, and he encouraged me to keep drawing. He says, I'm great at drawing, but as far as making it as a career, he said I wouldn't have made it. And I was glad for his honesty, and he's friends with me on Facebook now, and I just saw him last year. He looks great. I don't regret not going to art school. I think that's why I got into cross stitching, because it is like art, and now I'm doing the coloring. And I stopped drawing in that after high school. I ended up getting into cross stitching, and I had a boyfriend, and then I got married and had kids, and I was a stay-at-home mom and didn't have money coming in, so I cross stitched all my Christmas gifts and birthday gifts. So to me, I did use my art just in a different form, not drawing and painting. I did do a couple oil paintings, and I hated painting with oil paints. I hated it. Acrylic paints, oils. I hated it. So I didn't do any more of that. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked this video, please click like. If you would like to see more of my videos, please click on subscribe and hit that little bell button down below right next to subscribe, because that will let you know when I put up new videos. And I hope you enjoyed this. Please have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.